What's up, you guys? This is Dre the Gamer here. Welcome back to another video. Today, everybody, we're playing some more Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 here. Today, everybody, we've got the Cessna 152 here, and today, everyone, we're going to be doing a short flight over Bennington, Vermont today. So, Bennington, Vermont is that way. We are currently at Moore State Airport. The code for this airport is Kilo Delta Delta Hector. So we're at Moore State Airport right now. We got a Beechcraft Marin over there. I don't know why these guys are here for pushback tug. There's no tower here. It's just a Unicom frequency at this airport. Let's start the plane up. So let's come on down here. Let's turn on the fuel valve. Turn on the battery. Put the mixture in. This is going to be a cold and dark start, and my fucking mouse disappeared. Alright. It's back. Alright, batteries are on. Alright, let's give her a few primes, like a lawnmower. Alright, it's not starting. We're having something's wrong. And my fucking thing disappeared again. So it keeps stalling. I think it's just stalling. Let's give it another try. Alright, we got it started then. So that was a rough start. Kept stalling, but we got her going. Alright, we are pretty much ready to go. So let's just turn off the park brake. Let's just taxi the hell out of here. Alright, we are bouncing up and down. It's like the pavement uneven here or something. Why is it doing this? Oh man, alright. We're not going to take off from that end of the runway down there. I want to take off from this one towards here, because this one will actually send me towards this runway. This way we'll take off towards Bennington. That's where I want to go. I want to do a short flight over Bennington. Tell you guys more about the town once we get airborne. Alright, so we got everything set up. We're good on speed, fuel, everything. Alright, let's wheel on around. My force feedback stopped working on my flight stick, so that'll take some getting used to flying without force feedback. Alright, let's take on off. Let's give ourselves a bit of a boost. Alright. Oh man, we are kind of... Yeah, the trim's messed up. I think the rudder trim. Alright, V1 rotate. Oh, yeah, it's super sensitive. Alright, that was a no flaps takeoff apparently. Alright, we have got the Xbox Flight Simulator livery. Flight Simulator 20 just came out on Xbox. I think this looks just really cool. I like the Xbox livery, the Aviators Club livery. I think it looks really cool. But we are now heading towards Bennington, Vermont. We just took off from Moore State Airport. Alright, so we are now over Bennington, Vermont. So Bennington is a small town in southern Vermont. It's, well, southwestern Vermont. It's got a population of about 15,000 people. And if you ask me, Bennington deserves, like, city status, because it's so big, population-wise and land-wise. Because there's a city in New York that has a population of only 5,000, and it qualifies as a city. Alright, so right behind me is where the Bennington Monument would be. Oh man, that's way too steep. So, right behind me, right there is where the Bennington Monument would be. Although it doesn't show up in Flight Sim for some reason. Like, you can see where it would be, but you see all it spawns is just, it spawns the image from the map. But it doesn't actually spawn the monument, which is a shame. But the monument would be there in real life, so we are now on the outskirts of, like, Bennington. So we got Mount Anthony over there. I don't know what the other mountains are called, but that's Mount Anthony, the biggest one. There's Mount Anthony School around here somewhere, but that's not it. I don't believe that is it. But alright, we are now heading over downtown Bennington. Looks pretty accurate, really, for it's a nice little town, Bennington. I've been there tons of times, IRL. Alright, that there is Madison Brewing Company and Madison Brewing Company. That's a famous restaurant, like a local restaurant to this area. I've been there once; it was pretty good. So it's like a Madison Pub and Brewing Company, I believe they call it. Sorry if I mispronounced that. We are flying low over the town. Now, I believe that is Mount Anthony. That is the school of Mount Anthony, I believe. Mount Anthony Union High School, I believe they call it. This is the Walloomsac River we're flying over. It's pretty shallow normally. Like it's only a foot or two deep usually, but it does fill up sometimes, you know. Wait, or maybe is this Mount Anthony School? I can't remember. I'm not sure which one is actually Mount Anthony School, because I've never been to the school, really. I've been to the town tons of times, but not the school. Alright, so this here is the Bennington Bypass. So that part of the bypass there, that comes from northern Vermont, from Rutland, and through Manchester, and it comes on through here. And then it ends up, part of it ends up here, that turns into Route 7, and that will take you to downtown Bennington. And then there's also another branch that goes that way. That will take you straight to the outskirts of Bennington over there. Oh, let me just turn around here and I'll show you guys. So that will take you to the outskirts there, and that turns into Vermont Route 9. That'll take you to like Brattleboro, and it heads east pretty much. So if you want to get to New Hampshire, you got to go that way. So this here's like the outskirts of Bennington. This is part of Bennington I've never been over, or been to. So Bennington was founded in like 1732, I believe, so it's 300 something years old. There was a Battle of Bennington during the Revolutionary War. And I've flown here a couple of times in Flight Sim. Let's see, I flew from here to Halifax. And a couple of this here is a plaza. That's the Burger King. That's the JCPenney. And there used to be a Kmart down there. Kmart closed a few years, like 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. Now I think this is the park. This is like the town park. That's the Tractor Supply, which is like a farm supply store for you guys, for my viewers not from the U.S. So we're back over downtown Bennington. And it actually sprawls out quite a bit this way. I did not know. I didn't think it sprawled out this far down. But it does, apparently. So, let's see. I flew from Bennington to Halifax in the A321. In Flight Sim, I almost chewed up the whole runway there. Then I flew from, I did a vaccine run from New York to Albany. and then Albany to Bennington, and my 767, which I somehow managed to land there miraculously. Ooh, it is getting choppy here. Then I stopped here. We made a stop here for our 4th of July flyout that I did. A flight man crashed into me, if you guys saw that clip. I was in my 727 turning around, and he crashed right into me. That was pretty funny, though. And I was turning around at the end of the runway. Then we had also Chuck joining us on that flight in his F-18. Alright, so there is where it turns into Vermont Route 9, as I was saying. This is like the outskirts of Bennington, really. This is Vermont Route 9, a road that you would take, you know, if you were going to go somewhere. If you were going to go, like, east, pretty much, the quickest way. It's a pretty curvy and beautiful road, but me and Chunk flew on it. Me and Chunk flew from Bennington to Brattleboro, following Route 9. But I never made a specific video explaining the town or flying over the town. I usually just took off, flew right over the town, and not even all parts of the town. I kind of did it just carelessly. Here I'm sort of explaining everything to you guys and telling you the history about this town. I live not too far from this town, IRL, and I've been here like tons of times. It's a nice little town. You know, quiet, safe, you know, good place to live. Cheap, too. But Vermont is a pretty good state, if you ask me. Very rural, though, but Bennington is the county seat of Bennington County. There's also a couple other towns in Bennington County. There's Shaftesbury, which is up there. It's up the holler that way, over up yonder. And then there's Manchester, which is further up the holler. And I think that's it. And then there's Pownell, but that's south of here. I think that's like up yonder, in that direction. So yeah, we're actually going to fly towards North Bennington now, because that's a part we didn't really fly over, because there's some cool stuff there. Because we've been just flying over, you know, downtown and the outskirts of it pretty much. We haven't flown over. We haven't flown over the like southern parts or anything really. Kind of wish I had a faster plane, to be honest. I wish I had a plane with a lower stall speed, but at the same time it was faster, because not sure what factory that is down there. It's not even on Main Street. Like, so let's see. So the Walloomsac River is split up into several branches. So here we're going to cross it. You know, we're coming up on an area that is starting to look familiar to me. Alright, so here we got the Price Chopper. I believe that's a Price Chopper. That's a motel. That's a Walmart. That's what happened here. Let me fly over it and explain it to you guys. That's the Walmart, but that's the Walmart on the map. So it tried to build two Walmarts, but that's the Price Chopper, and there's several other businesses in this whole like complex. You know, there's a pizzeria, a pet store, and the such. But a cool little place. Here we got ourselves a Aldi. That's supposed to be an Aldi, and that's a CVS. And then that there is a KFC right there that we just flew over. Let's turn around and keep following the main street, or not the main street, but that road we were on. Imagine what people would be doing if they saw like someone flying this low over Bennington. Be kind of cool though. Yeah, not a bad little town. Let's see if we can actually Oh, we also got a Pizza Hut here somewhere. I believe that building right back there was the Pizza Hut, or as I call it, Pizza Slut. Uh, yeah. Alright, so here we got a storage unit facility. That there's a movie theater, or supposed to be a movie theater, but Flight Sim don't want to bring it over. This is the bypass. That's New York Route 7, turning into like Vermont 7. That's, okay, let me just pause break here. That is a Subaru dealership. It's a Bennington Subaru. That's a Chili's. That's a Hilton Inn. That's an AT&T store. And a couple of, I think it used to be a Blockbuster. That's a Hannaford. That is a Dollar Tree. That's a Home Depot, and that's a Chinese restaurant. Now, if we keep on flying, that's, I believe, a Toyota dealership. That's a Honda dealership there. That's a Ford dealership. So this is a whole complex of dealerships. And it was recently sold. It used to be Carbone, but now it's Coggins. Now we're following 67, and it's going to take us north. So we're going to North Bennington now. Not a lot here. There's just some houses here, but there isn't really a lot of business. There's a Big Boys Toys, which is like a truck mod shop thing. Like, you can buy a lift kit for your like truck there. That's really the only business in this part of it. There's a couple of factories down here. Let me show you them. So this here is a big factory. So, yep, the road makes a sharp turn here, but that's a big factory. And they supposedly actually contaminated the water supply. Because North Bennington has its own water supply, and that was supposedly contaminated a few years back. It was a whole big deal out of it. But North Bennington, I'm not sure if North Bennington is actually part of Bennington. I think it might be its own town or its own thing, really. But there really isn't much here. Just another factory, and this is another factory. There is, yeah, so there isn't a whole lot here in North Bennington. A couple of, small businesses, but nothing much, really. There's a bank. That's a bank. That building there, I believe. Here are the train tracks. And that's a little convenience store. Yeah, this is pretty much all of North Bennington, really. And that's the train track there, but the railroad line didn't come over well. So that's pretty much all Bennington for you guys in less than 20 minutes. Alright, so let's head back to the airport now. Alright, it's just flat out gonna give it all we got. Alright, let's keep on moving. I'm not sure what factory that, oh no, that's the same factory we just flew over. Well, the factory looks pretty accurate, ain't gonna lie. So, we're now gonna be flying over Route 7 here. This is New York Route 7, but it turns into Vermont Route 7. Alright, let's do a short final over here. I reckon this plane is nimble enough to handle it. Oh man, I really gotta get used to flying without force feedback. Man, this is hard. I doubt we'll get a butter. That was a butter, but we chewed up so much of the runway. That was like the worst landing ever. Well, we actually managed to stop. Alright, let's get it moving. Let's just park at the hangar. I guess we'll wrap this one up here. But thank you for joining me on this flight today, everybody. Thanks for watching. Helps me out. Alright, let's park up right here. Or just in the middle of anywhere, really, but I reckon I'm going to fill up, so I'll just park right here because I can. Ooh, man, we almost crashed into the building there. Alright, now let's turn off the engine. Where the fuck did my cursor disappear to? What the fuck is wrong with this piece of shit? Okay, let's turn that back on. Yo, what the fuck? Why does it keep disappearing, but if I pause the game it comes back? That's some fucking bullshit right there. Alright, let's cut the engine. Oh my fuck, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, now we got her back. Alright, everything is off. Alright, I'm gonna just screw that. Alright. Alright, engine's down. Let's close the fuel valve. Oh my fuck, you gotta be fuck. Why the fuck does my fucking cursor keep disappearing and I can't fucking click anything? What the fuck is this bullshit? Alright. So, ooh man, yeah, that was a bad park. But anyways, I guess that wraps up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please subscribe if you guys want more videos like these, and have a good day.